Anything up to 70% of people who have this will display such mild symptoms you may not be aware you have it. I think we were saying before, it can be as light as feeling like you've got a mild hangover. It's a really concerning time because that's not being tested, and to a certain extent dangerous to start testing everyone. There's no need with what the level of impact is of this. At the moment, the biggest part people are looking at is containment. We do need to slow the spread. The basic principle and what we're looking at is something called herd immunization. We need as many people to get this as possible, but done in a way that this is dripped through, so it's not an impact on the health system. The majority of the population will be young and healthy and able to cope with this quite easily. The trick is to isolate those who are vulnerable, who are elderly, who may be a lot more susceptible to this, protect them while the rest of us go through it. Anyone who does have a few more symptoms and problems can then be dealt with in a way that is controlled. Once people have dealt with it, once people have had it, once people are through it, it's then a lot easier to control what happens with the rest. So we do have to get the majority of people through this. It's why I think the principle they call it is flattening the curve. If you can imagine a curve like that, if it happened really quickly, it'd be quite tight. The volume here is everyone getting the virus. There's a point where healthcare can't cope. So what they do is they extend the period it's done by, they flatten the curve down to allow it to become much more manageable. This takes time and they have to implement different measures at different times. If the curve is going up too quickly, you have to isolate more and more people to try and slow it down. If the curve is taking its time, you can allow more social interaction to speed it up. We're quite fortunate at the moment where we're very behind the curve. We've taken it nice and easily. So one of the common problems we have over here is people saying around the rest of the world they're doing this, they're doing that. It is very, very much about jurisdiction to jurisdiction and how they're monitoring it happening in that place at that time.